Emergency management plans can greatly increase your chances of survival. 4 out of the 6 hurricanes that made landfall in 2005 were on the top 30 list of worst hurricanes. Emergency management plans are important, and if people would prepare with plans, the death toll would be minimized. These plans will not make large property losses inevitable, but it will help with decreasing the loss of life. Emergency management plans are imperative for anyone that is concerned about survival. A good emergency preparedness guide can help you with preparation, which often contain an emergency preparedness list to use when assembling survival supplies. You can buy a ready-made survival kit, or you can assemble one that is custom-made. In 2005, there were a record number of devastating hurricanes. However, they still do not have 1950 beat, which is the record holder. The 2-year span of 2004 to 2005 was the most active year for Atlantic Basin hurricanes on record. The years 1950 to 1951 had the most number of major hurricanes ever recorded. The only times that the U.S. has gone over 2 years without a hurricane strike is 1862 through 1864, 1930 through 1931, 1981 to 1982, and 2000 to 2001. 3 of 4 hurricanes struck the United States in the same year 37 times, and occur on average once every decade. Statistics show that on average, approximately 7 hurricanes hit the United States every 4 years, while about 2 major hurricanes cross the U.S. coast every 3 years, with about 40% of all the hurricanes that hit the United States hitting Florida. 83% of the hurricanes hitting the United States are a Category 4 or higher, and have either hit Florida or Texas. 60% of the hurricanes that hit Georgia typically come across Florida first. August, September, and October are the months most likely to have hurricane strikes. The northern Gulf Coast of Texas to northwest Florida is where pre-August major hurricanes are most likely to make landfall. The major hurricane threat will increase from west to east during August, favoring the U.S. East Coast by late September, with most of the major October hurricanes hitting southern Florida. Being prepared is the best thing you can do if you live in any of these areas. Using an emergency disaster plan guide like the Get Out of Dodge report can make preparing for a disaster so much easier. Just follow the guidelines and checklists in the report to know exactly what to do in case of an emergency situation or disaster. Emergency management plans are the most important thing you can do to increase the odds of your survival in a disaster or crisis situation. Join the Absolute Rights newsletter on the webpage for additional information on survival and current events in America. www.bugoutreport.com